A tougher way for player-manager Steve McMahon to open his stay at the county ground, although he'd be seen as a hero should he help guide his new team into the last 8 of the Coca-Cola Cup. His biggest disappointment is not being able to play himself because he is cup-tied. So his first team looks like this. Out goes Ross McLaren. He makes way for Luke Nyholt, who's completed his suspension in a midfield which John Gorman never chose to play. Keith Scott has taken over the goal-scoring mantle in Fjortoft's dry spell. It's 4 matches since he failed to score. Until last week, Derby County were trailing Swindon Town in form, goals, and more importantly, in their league position. But 2 consecutive wins have seen them leapfrog the Robins and keep Roy McFarlane in a job. Tonight's Derby side is the same one that toppled Midlands rivals Wolves 2-0 on Sunday. Gabbiadini is still out injured. Tommy Johnson continues to score goals in his absence and has helped Derby climb to 11th in the division. Steve McMahon takes his place on the bench alongside Andy Rowland, who was in charge for 2 games after the sacking of John Gorman. Referee tonight is Mr. Kirkby from Penistone in Sheffield. It's the 3rd game in 8 days for Swindon, but this is surely their most important test, the most important of the 3. And what a way for Steve McMahon to start his career as manager, with a place in the last 8, the prize. Of course, he can't play himself tonight because he's cup-tied, played in an earlier round with Manchester City. Kilcline. Forward to Johnson. A good ball to Stallard. Still Stallard. He's gone round the keeper. But there are 3 Swindon players on the line, covering back. Play on, says the referee, no foul on Johnson. Kilcline. Bowden plays the early ball in. It's over the top towards Scott. And it's Williams' header back. And it's away for a corner. First corner of the game goes to Swindon. Corner will be taken by Kevin Horlock. It's near post. Flick on was by Scott. Kilcline's up there too. Good jump from short. Fjortoft. Holds it up well. Finds Horlock. Scott. Too much. Parks. Shot was blocked by Horlock. It won't come down. High foot by Martin Kuhl, I think it was in the end, as the ball didn't come down at all. There was a good tussle between Bowden and Harks, and yes, it was Martin Kuhl. There's no wall to speak of from Derby. Fjortoft, 1-0. He's given the chance and he's taken it very, very sweetly. What a perfect start for Jan Fjortoft, the perfect start for Steve McMahon, and the perfect start for Swindon Town. Nyholt. Robinson. Flick on towards O'Sullivan. Deflected wide for a corner. Had his eyes on his first goal, Wayne O'Sullivan. Good interception by Craig Short. Nyholt's header. O'Sullivan. There's space here for Stallard. The good ball to Johnson. 1-1. But no, the flag is up for offside. Well, Stallard was put through in space. You can't quite see from that angle whether Johnson was offside or not. Cool. Short. A bit of play it around Derby County. They've never got further than the semi-final of the League Cup. Derby, they're on the attack now, looking for a goal that would help them towards the last 8. Carsley, cool, little chip forward to Johnson. It's in. And this time it will count. And this time it's Mark Stallard. There was just a hint of offside, but this time the linesman didn't flag. And Mark Stallard pulls a goal back. And we're back to level pegging. It's 1-1. And on him. Nyholt goes through them all. Scott. He can't get past Paul Williams. And that indeed is half-time. It's been an interesting time for Swindon and an interesting opening half for Steve McMahon. Warlock intercepts. Early ball forward is for Keith Scott. He's got behind the defence, but there's no one in the middle at the moment. Much is streaking forward. O'Sullivan comes and joins him. Scott just holds it up, and Hart saw the ball coming. Quick counter-attack. Well held up by Stallard. Goes round Nyholt. Johnson in the middle. Digby doesn't come. And it's in the side netting and just wide, but indecision. And a deadly counter-attack from Derby. And Digby's indecision could have cost them dearly. He never thought he was going to come, and just as he did come, then he backtracked. Hit well first time. Hit well across his body. Johnson. Forward by Cool. Robinson under pressure from Simpson. O'Sullivan. Moments of frustration in the county ground crowd. And indecision in the midfield between O'Sullivan and Horlock, and it just needs somebody to get it clicking again for Swindon Town. This is where Derby could be dangerous, and they could be now. Stallard. And Kilcline's mistake goes unpunished. I can't believe he missed it. Mark Stallard, who scored in the first half. And this is suicidal by Kilcline. He knows he should have got rid of it. Fortunately, Stallard's shot for him was wide. Ooh. Johnson. Hart. Goes round 2 players well, and there are 3 waiting for it in the middle. Nyholt tries to get it away. Oh, took a wicked deflection off Brian Kilcline, and that would have been cruel on Fraser Digby. Short comes up from the back for the corner. Here's Williams. Can't control it. Still in the box. And off the line by Nyholt. But it's still danger. And Stallard showed too much of the ball to Fraser Digby. And Swindon Town escape. Thanks to Luke Nyholt. and thanks to Fraser Digby. Scott brings it down well. Beecham gets his first touch, and it's a good one too. It's straight to Keith Scott, carries on his run, Beecham. Williams read it. Robinson with the throw. 7 minutes left on the clock. Beecham, little ball in. Here's Fjortoft. He's done it. He scored, and Fjortoft's got his second. It only needed a minute for Joey Beecham to make his impression on this game. He gets the ball in. It then goes to Fjortoft, and Fjortoft celebrates in the usual style. And they have just 6.5 minutes to hang on to it. Williams forward. Beecham trying to find Fjortoft again, who at the moment is the lone man forward. Breaking from deep. Here's Johnson. Is it 2-2? Bowden away to safety. It's not. He denies Tommy Johnson. For a moment, it looked like Johnson was in the clear, but Bowden was quick to dispossess him. But now Swindon will defend for their lives. There's a flick on, it's off the line, Digby, and in the end the flying kick from Darren Wassell puts it wide somehow. You don't come much closer than that to scoring. I think it's Carsley with the flick on. Diving header was from Short. And look how close it was from the other angle, as Craig Short came flying in. Digby off the line, and Wassell couldn't put it on target. Fjortoft just holds it up. O'Sullivan slipped, and it wasn't a good ball by Fjortoft because it's given possession back to Derby County. Horlock. And Bowden gets there first and pumps it forward. There'll be a few minutes of injury time to be played by the referee, Mr. Kirkby. We've had a number of injuries. Ling forward again. It's over the top towards Digby. Digby's header, he's in trouble. Could be a dreadful mistake, but Craig Short couldn't keep it in play. And Fraser Digby, size, one of the biggest sides of his career. He just misjudged it. The header went straight up, back in towards Craig Short, but, well, it was the header of a defender and not a striker. Anxious moments for Steve McMahon. His first game in charge could see Swindon Town into the last 8 of the Coca-Cola Cup. And there goes the final whistle. McMahon is indeed successful. Swindon make the last 8, and the county ground has something extremely good to cheer. And they can thank Jan Fjortoft for their trip, maybe to meet a big club in the next round, because his 2 goals have put Swindon Town into the last 8, and Fjortoft is certainly amongst the happiest here. The final score here at the county ground: Swindon Town 2, Derby County 1. Steve, you must have been biting your nails rather a lot in that second half.
Well, I've always bit my nails, so that doesn't make any difference to me, really.
You're obviously got to be pleased with your first tactical substitution as a manager, that you go on and there's a goal within a few minutes.
Well, that's right. I think we were getting a bit ragged at times in the second half for 20 minutes. So I thought we better go back to basics, 4-4-2, and sort it out properly. They were magnificent, really. You know, the spirit was brilliant. The work rate was unbelievable. And they deserved that little bit of a break at the end when the lad was, I think he miscued it in front of goal.
Your first time on the bench, how did it feel for you?
Oh, I don't know. I couldn't get used to it, I don't think, anyway. Frustrating, really, and very difficult. But I think it's an experience, to tell you that for now.
Well, Steve McMahon acknowledged that Swindon had a bit of luck. You need your own luck, don't you? It's a super result for them, Alistair. To be honest with you, they played awfully at times. They were very, very poor. But they're in the draw in the morning. That's, you know, in cup football, that's all you can ask for.
Yeah. And of course, as a manager, he's got not much to worry about with strikers like Jan Fjortoft to play for him.
I mean, he's outstanding, and he's just a natural goal scorer. In his first goal, it's really, when you look at it, Bowden's free kick, I think Much eventually gets a touch on it, comes back off the Derby player, and Fjortoft's the only one puts himself in the position, and that's just, it was pure instinct. And the second as well. The fact that when the ball gets played in by Beauchamp, then I think it's a little haul-up. Just half a yard he gets on the defender, I think Craig Short, and it's in the back of the net.
Yeah,
He hit it so early as well, so that was the thing. He took it away from Short and then hit it early, and just as the keeper's setting himself, it's in the back of the net.
Yeah. It's not so much the goal scoring that's been worrying Swindon, it's the defence. Did you spot any signs of improvement this evening?
No. I mean, they played five at the back for a while. I think he needs some players, and they missed Big Taylor as well. And I think the fact of Steve McMahon playing in front of the back 4 or 5 will also make a difference.
It's vital that he plays, is it?
Yeah, he'll have to play, and because he can win the ball in front, and he can also add a bit of protection to the 2 centre-backs or 3 centre-backs, but I would think it would be 2 if he's going to play in front of them.
And of course he would add that bit of steel that they need.
Bit of steel, bit of experience, and it's like anything, if your manager's in there and he's playing and he's showing and leading by example, it raises everybody and galvanises the rest of the side.